15 now. Today's In the Know, we are joined by Nate and Danielle from Distillery Labs to discuss an exciting new opportunity for local startups that could change the game for the region's entrepreneurs. We'll also take a look at some incredible milestones from past participants who've made a real impact raising funds and growing their business right here in our community. So I know we've had you guys here on the show before to talk about the upcoming opportunity a year ago. So let's kind of go down memory lane and see how those have gone since we've had you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course.
So when I first started with Generator about 2.5 years ago, in our local Peoria region, we had raised collectively through our alumni $27,500.
Wow.
We closed out the end of 2024, crossing the $2 million mark officially.
Wow, that's amazing. So kind of talk about the startups that worked with you guys last year in your Spring Opportunity Program and kind of where they're at now.
Yeah, so most recently we've had 3 of our alumni cross that 6-figure raise. Those 3 companies are Afterfund, Galacto, and ShotHawk. It's just been truly incredible to see what they've been able to do post-program and utilize the power of the network.
That is amazing. So tell us a little bit about, for those of our viewers that have never heard of Distillery Labs, kind of tell us about what you guys do for startups.
Yeah, so Distillery Labs really just kind of what we like to say is a startup for startups. So it's really it's a community, it's a network of individuals and entrepreneurs and resources that are there to support entrepreneurs. I think what we really do best at Distillery Labs is support companies at the very early stage, and that's the most crucial stage. And I think that's where we see the most ideas come out. And I think once an idea is born, it really needs a lot of support behind it to be able to grow. And that's the purpose behind Distillery Labs, and what we're trying to accomplish there is really create more jobs and create more high-paying jobs by identifying entrepreneurs and founders that are developing solutions to really unique problems and hoping to have them grow those businesses right here in Peoria.
Can you give us an example of one of the startups that went through your program last year and how directly you guys impacted them?
Sure. So ShotHawk, they were a team that I met at Bradley University through Big Idea. And since the program, they've been able to, again, raise 6 figures. They've explored state funding. They've been able to pilot, and now they have recently been able to pilot up to 30 units across the city of Peoria. They've been able to add an investor onto their board, and they've been able to submit their patent. So tons of milestones.
Wow. And typically, I mean, with a startup, without, the help of Distillery Labs and starting a startup, let's say, on your own, how difficult would that be?
Oh, gosh. I mean, we've seen so many companies try to do this on their own, and then we've seen the power of the program and how fast they've been able to move. But
Yeah, I think it's, one of the biggest challenges. I often talk about the 3 C's. It's community, it's capital, and it's connections. So I think for a lot of our early stage entrepreneurs, getting access to people, subject matter experts that can jump in and really offer their expertise and maybe advice. It's such a huge boost for early stage entrepreneurs and helping them. We talk about the words fail fast quite often at Distillery Labs. And the idea is for you to be able to test your idea, find out what works and find out what doesn't work very quickly so you can move on. So.
All right, where can everybody find your guys' information so that they can learn more or take advantage of the resources you guys have?
Yes, go to distillerylabs.org. Our application is right on the homepage, and you can apply up until February 28th.
Perfect. Okay, well, that deadline is approaching, you guys. All that information was just on your screen there. Of course, if you or someone you know would like to join us here on In the Know, make sure you go to 25newsnow.com/community. Follow the features tab to In the Know and submit that form. We're also celebrating some birthdays in Central Illinois, so stay with us to find out who's blowing out some candles.